is your AI briefing for July 17th, 2026, with 12 stories. Story 1. China's open-weight Kimi model stuns AI world with frontier-level results. Moonshot AI released a new massive open-weight Kimi model on Thursday, aiming at frontier-level performance while lowering costs versus top US systems, signaling intensified China-US model competition. The open-weight release allows developers to fine-tune the model locally, bypassing expensive API calls. This democratization of frontier capabilities accelerates independent innovation while challenging US cloud dominance. Moonshot's open-weight Kimi proves Chinese AI can compete on capability, though inference costs and data sovereignty risks remain the unspoken bottlenecks for global adoption. Story 2. It's official. EU will force Google to share search data and open up AI on Android. By 2025, the EU will require Google to share search data under data access rules and to open Android AI interfaces, with Google warning this could raise privacy and security risks. The regulation mandates direct API access to Google search results for competitors. This shifts competitive dynamics by lowering barriers for AI developers relying on search data. The EU mandates data sharing while Google weaponizes privacy fears, ensuring only compliant giants survive and user trust erodes. Story 3. Alibaba ran 25,000 fake accounts to extract Claude's secrets. Alibaba's Qwen lab allegedly used 25,000 fake accounts to distill Claude by probe querying it, then training a frontier model to reproduce its behaviors at scale, described as the largest known extraction attack. This extraction technique bypassed standard API rate limits by rotating thousands of distinct identities to maintain high throughput. Alibaba paid 25,000 subscription fees to steal Claude's weights, proving that frontier model security is merely a billing problem they can afford to exploit. Story 4. Meta now alerts parents if their teen discussed suicide or self-harm with its AI chatbot. Meta updated its AI chatbot to flag teen self-harm or suicide mentions and notify parents as regulators scrutinize crisis safety responses for minors amid rising caregiver concern. The alert triggers when the AI detects high-risk language during conversations with the Meta AI assistant. This mandatory notification aims to accelerate parental intervention in potential suicide prevention scenarios. Meta outsources its crisis management liability to parents, transforming private AI interactions into a surveillance tool that likely triggers family conflict rather than ensuring safety. Story 5. OpenAI's first consumer device reportedly is a mobile screen-free smart speaker. Mark Gurman says Apple has nothing like it yet. Mark Gurman reports OpenAI is developing a screen-free mobile smart speaker companion aimed at controlling smart home devices, positioning it against Apple's lack of a similar product. The device utilizes advanced voice recognition to navigate complex smart home ecosystems without requiring a visual interface, addressing privacy concerns by processing data locally on the hardware. This hardware-first approach forces competitors to accelerate their own voice-only strategies to retain market share in the growing ambient computing sector. OpenAI sells a screen-free speaker to bypass the very UI friction that makes current AI assistants annoying, hoping to own the smart home while Apple blunders. Story 6. xAI can't deny Grok makes CSAM anymore, so it's suing users. xAI sued a Grok user accused of generating CSAM after automated detection, citing non-compliance with reporting removal duties and seeking damages and account-related remedies. The lawsuit targets a specific user following automated content identification. This legal strategy aims to enforce strict compliance protocols for generative AI platforms. xAI litigates CSAM generation to dodge regulatory scrutiny, turning child safety enforcement into a costly, self-serving legal war. Story 7. Fear of humanoid robots spurs human workers to strike at Hyundai Auto Factory. Human workers at Hyundai's U.S. auto plants plan strikes as the company prepares to introduce 25,000 Atlas humanoid robots starting in 2028, accelerating workflow automation and job loss fears. The union demands a binding agreement on job security before any automation occurs. This standoff highlights the broader conflict between rapid technological adoption and workforce stability. Striking over robots arriving in 2028 is like protesting the blueprint. Hyundai wins the PR war while workers lose leverage over a timeline that hasn't started. Story 8. Kalshi says it caught Trump's teleprompter operator insider trading. Investigators allege Gabriel Perez, Trump's teleprompter operator since 2016, used non-public speech details to place Kalshi bets, prompting scrutiny of prediction market trading integrity. Perez allegedly leveraged advanced knowledge of speech topics to profit from market movements before public disclosure. This breach undermines the integrity of prediction markets by exploiting asymmetric information. Predicting teleprompter text is less insider trading and more reading the room. Kalshi's integrity crisis is self-inflicted by gamifying administrative access. Story 9. The AI compute gap. Enterprises are buying infrastructure faster than they can measure what it costs. Surveying 107 enterprises, the study finds most plan GPU provider switches within a quarter, while unit economics visibility lags. GPUs average 50% utilization and fewer than half-track true compute cost, widening a cost control gap. The resulting financial opacity forces CTOs to delay scaling decisions while vendor lock-in risks increase with rapid hardware procurement. Enterprises are burning cash on underutilized GPUs because they cannot track true costs, mistaking infrastructure hype for actual financial control. Story 10. Apple doesn't want to share this AirPods feature with Meta, but the EU may force its hand. Apple is engineering an AirPods-style pairing workflow for Meta devices using accessory setup kit and proximity pairing, aiming for spring 2027 rollout under EU pressure despite resistance. The technical integration uses Apple's proprietary accessory setup kit to enable seamless Bluetooth pairing. EU regulations compel this compatibility despite Apple's strategic desire to maintain ecosystem exclusivity. Apple's 2027 compliance delay is a masterclass in delaying the inevitable, letting Meta's ecosystem grow while they manually bridge the gap. Story 11. Why AI researchers are teaching chatbots to manage their own memories. New papers AutoMem and SelfMem, published this month, propose memory that chatbots update themselves, reducing reliance on developer-crafted static rules and enabling continual self-maintenance during conversations. These models allow chatbots to autonomously compress and retain long-term context without external databases. This capability enables sustained, coherent dialogue over extended periods without performance degradation. Researchers offload context management to the model itself, trading developer control for a system that likely forgets crucial details as it learns on the fly. Story 12. The AI context gap. Enterprise AI organizations have a trust problem, not a retrieval problem, and most are still building the fix. Surveying 101 enterprises, RAG is the default, but most report confident wrong answers from missing or inconsistent context, prompting a shift toward governed semantic layers and hybrid retrieval. Organizations are implementing governed semantic layers to resolve conflicting data sources before retrieval. This structural shift addresses the root cause of hallucinations rather than merely tuning retrieval algorithms. Enterprises are buying confidence, not accuracy. The context gap means your AI agents are hallucinating with bureaucratic authority. That is the briefing for today.